Hi everyone, welcome. I am Stephanie with Honey and Bear Creates, and I am so glad to be part of helping Monique out on her page. So if you are popping on, please say hi and let me know that you are here. I'm gonna check for comments here, getting this all set up. So I appreciate you guys being here. Just say hi, let me know you're watching, and I want to be able to invite you all in and say hello to you. Oh, hi, Delma. Hi, Pat. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome. Sally. Hi, Barbara. I see you're watching. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Hey, Kat. I'm so glad you're here, honey. Hi, Betsy. How's everybody doing? How's your Friday? Thank you for sprinkling. Yes, if you haven't, toss the lace for Monique, please. Let's get people in here and get her out there while she's on her journey. I know she made it, and I was able to see her live video that she posted. Hello, Mandy. Hi, Angelica. Hi, Carolyn. If I miss anybody, please know I'll go back and check it. Hey, Denise, how are you? Lori, hello. Thank you for tossing the lace. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Abby, how are you, honey? Hi, Michelle. So I am going to tell you what a hot mess I am today. This is the, if Annabelle didn't have hot mess already in her name, I probably would need it in mine, because it's been a day. You keep thinking it's Saturday, Linda. It's Friday. Thank you, thank you. Oh, yes, I had my Buc-ee's shirt on, and we've been traveling, and I just got home yesterday, and we had to take care of some business today, so I've been out of the house and got home maybe 45 minutes ago. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you, Sally, for tossing the lace. So this is kind of a last-minute project for me. I've been thinking about it the whole time I was in Texas, and I just couldn't pinpoint what I wanted to do, because I know everybody's on the 4th of July and the patriotic train right now, and I decided I wanted to do something different. So you're going to get something different than a patriotic craft tonight, so I hope that's okay with you. And please let me know if you're watching. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Portia from Alabama. Oh, thank you, Angelica. I would love to help Monique out any way I can. So I'm, you know, crafters unite, and we do what we can for each other. And Monique is a very special person, and so I'm glad to be able to do it. Oh, Betsy, you see a cow? Yes, I have a cow head, and I have a wooden round. So tonight's going to be a little bit different, because I want to have you guys involved as much as possible. So I'm going to need your help. My thoughts is to take this round, and I have some cow fabric, and I was wanting to put it on the round, and then I was thinking of doing the cow head on top of that. What do you guys think? Give me thumbs up or throw some hearts if you think that you like it like this, because I was thinking, I don't know that I want to do, I thought, well, I could do half and paint the other half or chippy it, but I think that the cow head looks better on all of the fabric. I'm seeing some hearts, little emojis there flying up. So that's what we'll do, is we'll put this cow fabric on the wooden round and trim it off, and then we will do the cow head. This fabric came from Hobby Lobby. I made a pig out of it because I just loved it. So I'm going to, while we're chatting here, I will go ahead and start the process with the Mod Podge, because all I'm going to do is Mod Podge my board, and then I'll put my fabric on and iron it on so that it'll adhere real good, and then we'll cut it out. So I know Monique always asks, and I ask too a lot of times when I do evening lives, let's talk about what you're having for dinner. It's 6 o'clock here in Oklahoma, and we had been running those errands, and so we stopped at a place called Charlie's Chicken and had the little chicken chunks. So that's what I had for dinner. This round is, let's see, it's about 12 by, wait, let me make sure here. Yeah, it's about 12 by 12 here. It's a good circle. So the cow head is bigger than I wanted it to be whenever I had it in my mind, but I think I'm gonna like it. We'll be having soup and sandwiches. Oh, Monique, you're at the grocery store. Roast and noodles, oh my gosh. Barbecue ribs, salad, baked potato, loaded. That's the best way to have them. All right, so I'm just moving it down so you can see a little bit better. And I'm not going to paint the wood because I'm just going to be putting this fabric on it. So I'm just going to squirt out some Mod Podge and spread it around. I'm going to make sure I get it really good on the edges because that's where the fabric could possibly come up. So I'm going to need more Mod Podge. Monique, I'm so glad you made it, and I loved seeing the tour of your house. So I'm glad you made it safely. I've been praying for you, hon. Pork chops, baked potatoes. Hi, Shelly. I didn't see you pop in there. I'm glad you're here. How's Roxy doing, Monique, at her new environment? Is she settling in? I know you just got there, but... So I'm doing a pretty good layer of Mod Podge and getting it right up to the very edge so that my fabric will definitely lay down flat and not peel up. I love Mod Podging fabrics and printables and all of that stuff, so this was calling my name when I started thinking about it. I've had the cow head since Monique did her Highland cow. It was so super cute, and she told me where she had ordered it from and that Crafty Deals, and so I ordered one, a smaller one, and I thought I don't want to copy and do the Highland cow, so I'd been hanging on to it thinking about what I wanted to do, and so I just thought I'm gonna just bite the bullet tonight and we're gonna do it, because if not, I'm just gonna sit there and look at it. Oh. And those of you that aren't familiar with my lives, I have a ring light that for some reason goes crazy. And that's what's happening right now. So we're in green mode. So I'm going to try to switch it back. All right. Oh, Sally, you won. Dollar Tree stencil. Woohoo! Congrats. Okay, so I'm not even going to dry this. I'm just going to put my fabric on and iron it. So I'm gonna just smooth it out first as well as I can, except for I guess I got something, I got a piece of jute stuck in it there. Normally when I decoupage and I do it with paper or something like that, I will dry the Mod Podge so that I can pick it up and move it. I learned that from Monique because she had said to dry it a little bit and then you can move it if it doesn't go down in the right spot. So that's something I learned. Well, hello, Alana. Alana Banana, how are you, you little rebel? I'm glad you're here. Hi, Rhonda. Trying to catch up here. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. My name is Stephanie with Honey and Bear Creates, for those of you that don't know me. And I am helping Monique out while she's in the process of getting moved and getting unpacked. But I'm gonna not lie, I'm gonna be really excited when she's back and I can watch her craft, because I always love watching her craft and seeing Roxy and Kevin too. Even though Kevin rushed her through Buc-ee's, that wasn't a good thing. But I know they were on a crunch to get somewhere. And they'd been in the car for quite some time, so I'm pretty sure they were both ready to get somewhere and stop. All right, so all I'm gonna do, thank you for tossing the lace, Wendy. Oh, and of course, Monique, anytime. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to cut around the edge of the round door hanger here. This is what I'm gonna end up making out of it, as a door hanger. And I have a 4th of July door hanger on now, and I wanted something different. And I know that everybody's in the patriotic mood, and don't get me wrong, I am too. I just wanted to do something a little different because I've been doing a lot of the patriotic stuff. So I wanted to do something a little different. And I had this fabric, and like I said, I had that cow head. It'd been staring at me, and I was like, gotta do something with it. Gotta do something with it. So I'm doing it. And I can't find my sander, my little gator, so give me a minute. I'm a hot mess over here. I had it. There it is. Set it out. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around the edges where you might, I doubt you can see it, but I can see it just a little bit where it didn't come off. Yes, thank you. Make sure you toss that lace for Monique, and let's send up some of those floating things. That's what she says. So I'm just gonna go, I know that's probably loud and obnoxious for you guys, but oh, you saw somebody else use this too? I made a pig out of it. I don't know what I did with it, but I made a pig, and I just loved it. And I bought a yard of it at Hobby Lobby, and it's thicker. It's kind of like the ticking material. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Did you get your YouTube stuff situated? I hope so. Thank you, Sandy. I do too. And I'm okay with it being a little bit jagged around the edges. That doesn't bother me. I kind of like it that way. So just gonna go with it. Just gonna get some of it off here. And what I'll do once I get this done is I'll hit it with the iron again right around the edges to reactivate that Mod Podge and make sure that it's all down good. Thank you, Debbie. I got this the other day when we stopped at Buc-ee's. I have several of them because anytime we go to Texas, I have to stop at Buc-ee's. And on our way, we go through the one in Melissa, Texas, and in Enos. And so this one was from Enos. We stopped at that one because I needed to go to the bathroom and I couldn't wait till we got to Melissa on the other side. So I was like, let's just stop. Got myself a breakfast sandwich, got the shirt, and got a pair of flip-flops because they've just got everything in there. And I just love that. It's like a one-stop shop. Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, I saw that Monique said that she was at the grocery store, so they're probably getting something to cook for dinner. Hi, Jolie. Welcome. Are you asking me, Stephanie, about the storms? We did get some last night. They weren't real bad, though, so I'm happy about that because they had called for it to be pretty... a pretty good thunderstorm, and I know the ones that were going on in Texas when we were there were producing lots and lots of hail. And for those of you that know me, my husband and I had a car wreck and it totaled his car, so we had to go and buy a new truck, And, well, it's not new. It's a 2015. It's just new to us. And so in that process, or dealing with all of that, I was thinking, oh my gosh, please don't hail and get hail all over this new truck. So, all right. So here's what it looks like, the round. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad you're watching. My name's Stephanie. It's nice to meet you. Yes, there was some pretty ugly stuff happening. All right, so we did the first set here. So when I go to put the cow on, here's my options for the cow. So you guys help me out here. I can just antique it with the Waverly Antique Wax and leave the wood the way it is. Or I have the Hazelnut Waverly chalk paint that we could paint in. It's a different color of the brown. So let's see. If you do like just antiquing it and wiping it off with the brown antiquing wax, give me a thumbs up. If you want hazelnut, give me hearts. These are the colors. Oh yeah, I bet she had some. All right, so I'm seeing some hearts, I'm seeing some thumbs, but I'm seeing more hearts right now, so that means the hazelnut color for the cow head. Debbie, what I put on was the, oh, I'm seeing some thumbs up in the comments for the wax. I see some hearts. This is just fabric, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. Possibly drive-through, need food and coffee for breakfast. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of the wax, but I'm seeing a whole lot of, just hopped on this page so you could actually see me. Yes, I did put that out earlier to make sure that you watch me on Monique's page so that you would be able to see all of the comments and comments. Okay, so it looks like this one. So what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit on it and we can wipe it off, and if we don't like that, then we can go back in and paint over it with the hazelnut. So all I do is I just use the wet wipe and I just dip it. You've never used the wax before? It just gives it a little bit of tint. Like, you'll still see a lot of the natural wood when I wipe it off, because it goes on and it just gives it that little bit of color. It's not a big, it's not like a paint. It's just, a lot of people do this with the paint on a wet wipe, but see what it's doing to the cow head? It just gives it just a little bit of color. And so if we decide we don't like this, it's not a big deal to go back over it with the hazelnut. So this is what it would look like if we just leave it like this. You like how this looks? Hello, Christy with the Dashing Willow. How are you? Okay, so do we like the cow head this way, or would you rather it be hazelnut color? You love it, Christy? Okay. I like it too with the wax, but kind of doing a little bit of a craft along, and so I'm getting everybody's opinion. Betsy says it looks good. Sally likes the wax. Let me make sure I get just a little bit around the edges. I don't think it's really gonna make a whole lot of difference, but I'm going to just make sure we get that. Oh no, you froze. Love the wax. Okay. So we're going to just go with the wax. I'm seeing a lot of people say they like that. And it just gives it just a little bit. And I've got, if I can find it, I have a little tag for its ear, for the cow ear. And I was thinking about just leaving it the way it is. What do you guys think? You like it as it is, Cindy? Okay. All right, Marie. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put this aside. Let me wipe my hands because I don't want to get it on my fabric. And let me turn my iron off because I think I'm done. Well, my hands are wet, so I'll have to wait a minute. So I'm trying to get my, let me throw this away. Okay, so if you're just popping on, let me know what you are having for dinner. You found the wooden pig, cow, and chicken at Walmart, Carolyn. I hope I'm saying your name right, Carolyn. It may be Caroline. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Oh, Jolynn is here. Hello. Okay. All right, so what are you thinking so far? Are we liking him? Because what I think I'll do is go ahead and glue him down. And I'm going to use a little bit of my Titebond glue because he's going to hang on my door. And if anybody knows anything about Oklahoma, it gets kind of yucky here. It gets muggy, and I have a screen door, so, but it gets really, really hot. And so I don't want to have any problems with him coming off or falling off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the Titebond and hot glue so that, so that it will adhere real good. Sweet Caroline. Okay, thank you. So I was saying it wrong. I like that. Hi, Deb from South Dakota. First time watching me. Well, I'm so glad you're here on Monique's page. And my name is Stephanie, and I am with Honey and Bear Creates, and I'm helping Monique out today. I feel honored that she asked me. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this around so that when it does actually go to dry, it will be more sturdy. And for those of you that know me, I don't have any rhyme or reason behind anything. I just squirt it on. So I'm going to go where that glue wasn't with my hot glue so that I get a good set right away so I can move it around. And then the Titebond will dry and adhere and keep it in place. So Monique, did you have any trouble on your trip getting to Georgia? It looked like you guys were doing okay. I know you went through some bumpy spots. Okay, I got a glue string. All right, so I'm just gonna look at it here and make sure I get it pretty even. And I'm moving him all the way down towards the bottom because I want him to have room up here for the bow. Because I have to have a bow. They call you Carol or Carrie, but your family calls you Sue. That sounds like a David Allan Coe song. You like this, Debbie? I fell in love with this fabric, and I made a cow, or not a cow, but a pig, a stuffed pig out of it, and I have just fallen in love with it. I don't know what I did with my cow. Or my pig, he was right up there, but I must have moved him. So, and the wax is drying a little bit in certain places, so it's lightening up some, and I can go around with my dark sealing wax if I want to make him a little bit darker. But here's what we've got so far. So his little ears hang off just a tad bit. She had a sore bottom from the prolonged setting, I bet. Okay, so I also have a sunflower that I was thinking about putting on the ear. Don't know how you feel about that. I have to cut these off. Or I have a daisy. So let me show you what my fabrics are for a bow, because I'm not so sure about the fabrics for the bow yet. I want your opinion. So, like I said, this is kind of a little craft along. I've got, I found this fabric at Walmart, and I really liked it because it had cows and chickens and farm animals on it. But I wasn't sure how it was going to match with the cow print. And I know it's just going to be a bow, a rag bow. But so I have that. I have the bandana, but I was still not sure. I've got some teal. I've got some of the rusty orange color. I've got some of the Ozenberg. And then I have some white with the black and the red. So what do you guys think? Should we do red on this? Let me show you. Make sure you can see. Hi Peg, it's okay if you're late. I'm just glad you're here. So I could do red bandana, if you like it, along with this one. Or we could go more neutrals and just do these two with the Ozenberg. And I do have this one that I did the other day for my road trip. So these are some of the options. So what do you think? You like the burnt orange and teal. Okay, bandana. Pat says bandana. Melissa says burnt orange and teal. Thank you, Monique. So I've got one red, dusty orange, blue, and the animal print. So this dusty orange, the teal, and then this animal print. Christy says she loves them all. My front door is white. The house is kind of a taupey color. Red. Pat says we have 16 shares, and I'm seeing 70 eyeballs. I don't know if that makes a difference on something that Monique does for her giveaways. Burnt orange, teal, and the fabric with those two colors. So like this one. I kind of like that one too. Sherry says with the bandana. It makes it harder. Bandana, teal, and white. Love them all. You think a rag bow with the farm print, teal, and orange. Oh, and I also have some of this to put in the bow. And I've got some raffia. You think the rag bow with the farm print, teal, and orange. I think I'm seeing more of the teal and the orange than I am the bandana. So we'll make a bow and see what it looks like, because we don't have to put it on if we don't like it, right? We can try another one. I'm on no time crunch, and I've only been on for 28 minutes, so I think I'm doing pretty good. I didn't even have to paint anything. That's always a plus. So we'll try it with these three first and see if we like it. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And while I'm making the bow, be thinking about what we could put on the little ear tag. Be thinking of a cow name, maybe. We could name her. And I do like the sunflower. But I also like the daisy. I can't ever choose. So, let's see. Let me move all of these out of my way. I do know that my past experience with the orange and the teal is I had trouble with it getting it to tear, and I really like to tear it. Sherry says moo on the tag. Michelle says name her flower. Angelica says Henrietta. Oh, okay, Sharon, you think that the air tag needs to be shaded brown, kind of like the cow head? Tag name Daisy. Okay. I'm liking all of those. I can kind of dig those. Let's see. I want to make sure I rip going the right way. And I'm going to rip them a little bit thicker because I want to actually see the, yes, try tearing the other way. Thank you, Monique. I'm going to try that this time. I'm going to try to make it to where you can see all of the loops of the fabric. I would have used a regular ribbon and made a big ribbon, but I didn't have anything that would match with the cow or the theme. Betsy says, name her Daisy. I think Dana said Betsy. Alana says tag. I love the sound of fabric ripping too. There's something therapeutic about tearing fabric. The ear tag. I was going to make an ear tag that I can hang on the ear of the cow. So I'm going to make a pretty good tail too, because I can trim the tail down as I go, as I get it going. But I want it to be big enough that I can actually, I want it to look like a bow using fabric. So I don't know if you can see, you can actually see the loop. It's wide and I'm going to the edge of the Bodabra. Clarabelle, that's a cute name for a cow. All right, so I'm gonna go, oh, I got a big old long string here, hang on. I'm gonna do 2 loops. And then I'm going to cut it off there, but I want to be able to see the bow part, so that's my goal. All right, and then what color do you think we should end up with on top? The color or the teal or the orange? You guys tell me. Teal or orange for the very top. So Monique, I have to say I've never been to Georgia. So I haven't seen, oh, Sally Mae, that's cute too. I haven't been to Georgia, so I don't know what Savannah is like. Or I may have passed through it, I'm not sure. I went to North Carolina one time, and I've been to Florida, but I don't remember going through Georgia. It's a possibility because I sleep a lot on road trips. Okay, so what I did was just leave one of this, the meshy ribbon. I just did one. Okay. I do coffee stain my fabric, Sandy, but I didn't this time because this particular fabric, I just didn't want it that way. I have done, but I always coffee stain and bake it in the oven. I know some people don't bake it. They leave it to dry on its own. I like it baked, and so I do it that way, but this fabric was not done. It's gonna be a cute bow, I hope so. Did we decide, do we want this on the very top or the orange on the very top? Or I can end the very top with this red, white, and teal. Savannah's beautiful. Your sister lives half an hour away. Oh. You love adding mess to messy bows. Teal, okay. Pat says put teal on top. So, because I like to do usually 2 rows. Like I do 2 sets of each one. All right, I'm gonna try to tear this one just a little bit slower because I like to just go and rip it really good. So I'm gonna try to do it a little bit slower to keep it from getting to be 2 different sizes. All right. Trying to read comments here and tear at the same time. Oh, Okay. So this isn't the homespun fabric, so it doesn't have the same colors on both sides. So whenever I do this one, I try to make sure that I twist it just the right way to get in there. And like I said, I'm going to do 2 loops of each one of my color or my patterned fabric, and then just one of the other one. All right, so here we go. I'm going to trim that one off. And I think, well, I'm going to ask you guys what you think, but let me get that big long string off. See, once it starts forming, I can spread those loops out to where you can actually see a bow. What do you guys think about adding some raffia in? Putting just a, because I love my Excelsior, but I like to put a little something inside the bow as well. So what do you guys think if we just kind of put a little bit here and spread it out? Oh, I see somebody said yeah, yes already. I like raffia, however you'd like to say it. I think it adds just a little bit of texture because I'm a big texture person. That's why I do a lot of mixed media projects and things like that, because I like to see textures and feel textures. So all I did was I cut those little loops so that I could spread this out. Missed one. And missed, oh no, maybe I didn't. It's just curled. So it just kind of adds a little bit to the bow. And then I'll put the teal on top, and then we'll do another row, another layer. So I'm going to end with the teal. Thank you, Angelica. Okay. Oh, I'm loving it. It's tearing better this time. All right. Oopsie. Made a mess. It's all right. It's fixable. This one is kind of, it's kind of got a little bit of an ombre mixed color, kind of a lighter teal and a little darker teal moved into it. So I kind of like that. All right. Oh, did something happen? Congratulations, Tanya. I must have missed it, but congratulations. Does it have to do with the shares? Because I saw somebody was letting Monique know that we had a certain number of shares. I should know this. I watch Monique all the time, but okay. So here we go. I'm liking that all right. What are you guys thinking so far? It's going to be pretty, I think, but that's just me. Oh, thank you for sprinkling, Abby. I got the cow head at Crafty Deals with a Z at the end. It's a little company out of Arkansas. And Monique had used a cow head and made the little Highland cow. And I just loved it. And I had asked her where she got her cow head, and she told me. And I looked it up, and I couldn't find it at first, but I ended up finding it about a month later. And when you order from them, they're really inexpensive, and you can choose which size. So I chose, I don't even remember what it was. They usually have like 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, and on up. So this one was the one that I ended up ordering and got, and it's been sitting there looking at me for quite a while because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, because I had seen some other people make a Highland cow, and then Monique had made a Highland cow, and so I didn't want to take away from all the goodness that they had done, and I didn't want to redo, but I wanted to use the cow head in some way. And it's been sitting there staring at me, and I keep telling it, little lady, I'm going to use you, and it's your lucky day today. I had some 4th of July stuff that I had thought about, and then I thought, you know, I'm ready for something a little different. And I know you guys may have rather seen a 4th of July so that you could craft something, but this was kind of speaking to me. And the cow head is very inexpensive, and they have rounds there also. You have that fabric. You need to use it too. The cow fabric, is that what you're talking about, Lisa? My spell check is horrible too. I typed out something the other day and I was like, oh my gosh. No, sorry. And I was talking to Sherry and Lois last night from Wild Child Mercantile and Sherry's Decor and More. And I said something about Sherry, about her name, her last name, and it came out Dracula. And I was like, oops, no, didn't mean Dracula, sorry. Not calling you a vampire. But it was kind of funny. She laughed about it. We laugh about a whole lot of things, but Sherry's a mess. But I didn't mean for it to come out Dracula, so I get the spell check. The red and teal, oh, I missed it. Let me go back. The red and teal with farm animals. That one I got at Walmart. And then the cow fabric. Oh, you have it in black? Also, I didn't see it in black. Oh, thanks. It says howdy. I thought I needed a hat that said howdy. I don't wear a whole lot of hats, but I was just like, I think I like that hat. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit more raffia in, and then I'll finish it up with another layer of the orange, and then end with the teal. It's going to be a big bow. Hopefully, because I want it to kind of take the top up. I've got a mess on my table. I don't even know what I'm using. I'm probably putting little pieces of nothing in it. All right, so this one I'm just going to move out of the way so I'm not looking at it. And then, oops, I'm going to do the orange, and then I'll end with the teal. You can understand when similar word, but it's totally different word. I know. Dracula is better than what you've been called before. You know, I would take Dracula too. I know Monique understands because I teach 5th graders, and so if they called me Dracula instead of some of the other words they call me, I'd be happy. 5th graders are a breed of their own, actually. And talk about little Draculas, that's what they are. They suck you dry, because they're just, you gotta stay on them constantly. They think they know everything. They don't think they need to learn that math skill. And I'm like, yes, you do. You need to know it. 5th grade math is one of those, it teaches the fractions and rounding, decimals and all of that stuff. And so it is one of the hardest, I think, because they can't grab the concept of the fractions and adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. So we struggle with that, and I fight them every single year trying to make sure they get it before they leave my room. And I feel like they get it, and then 6th grade they go and they're like, they don't know anything. And I'm like, I taught it, I promise. Because my school is a intermediate school, so it's just 4th, 5th, and 6th graders there before they move on to middle school. So, thought I was going to end up moving up to 6th grade with the same class I had last year, and I was thinking, ooh, I hope not. I hope not. I hope you find somebody. And they found somebody. So I get to stay with my 5th graders. 5th grade was the hardest grade of all. Yeah, I think so. But I haven't taught, I've only taught 3rd grade for 2 years. I taught 4th grade for 1 year. And then the rest of my 15 years has been in 5th grade. And it seems to get harder every year. We have so much trauma in our schools, and it is really hard on me because, you know, I want to fix everything, and I want to make sure that they're taken care of, and, you know, all of that. And it's really hard when they have home trauma or some other trauma that they're going through, and it just makes it really hard on me. But I chose it. So I gotta do it. And it's very rewarding sometimes. Sometimes I think, what in the world was I thinking? Okay, so let me try to get some of this. I've got stuff everywhere. Anybody else a messy crafter? Or is it just me? Because I'm feeling like it's just me. Oh, I thank you. All right, so let's see if we can tie this bow up. This became a monster bow, but I like it. Gotta be careful because my jute might rip, and I don't want that because then I have to go in and try to put my jute back in. I think it's gonna be cute. Raising your hand, you're a messy crafter over there. You never wear ball caps. You look like Bruce Beaver or Bucky Beaver. You know, I kind of do too. I told my husband today, you know, because I was like, I want a howdy hat. I have a camo hat, you know, because we go fishing, and, well, he goes fishing and I do Facebook or read. And, oh, thank you, Julie. And so I don't wear hats a whole lot. And he was like, well, I like it. And I said, well, I wanted one that said howdy, but I kind of I don't know that I look good in it. And, you know, certain people just look really good in hats, and some people don't. And I think I sometimes am one of those people that don't. And I wonder what the heck am I thinking buying another hat, because he has a hat rack, and I have my one little hat hanging in there. And then I'm like, I don't know. It sits there and it gets dusty. All right, so I'm just trying to pull out the loops a little so that we can kind of see different parts of the bow. Some of the parts that's down below. All right. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. So here's what the bow looks like. You like it? Oh, why thank you. So I was thinking of the bow up here at the top, and of course I'm going to trim those down, the tails if we need to, but it's going to be up to you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I saw somebody said I needed to darken this. So, oh, there goes my light. So I can darken the tag. Well, it's like it turned itself off. Sherry says that I have a ring light ghost. Not sure, but that's what she says. And Dracula would know, right? Okay. So, the bow is legit. Ooh, I could put the daisy in the center of the bow, or the sunflower. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Instead of a button. Tails don't need to be trimmed in your opinion. Okay. I take all opinions because I wanted this to be kind of a fun craft along. You guys had the say so, so it's our craft. We did a craft together because you guys are voting on certain things. And so what do you think about the sunflower in the center of the bow instead of on her ear? You like the sunflower in the middle? Okay. And I can put the bow more over towards one ear if we want, instead of in the center. Let me move the little thing out. What do you guys think? We can put the bow closer to one ear, or we can put it in the middle here, kind of up at the top, over to the side where you can still see her ear. What do you think? Looks good. Yes, sunflower. Oh, Pat says the daisy. Yes, the bow. Christy's giving me some hearts on the side, opposite side of the tag. Yes. Oh, so you can still see her ear, closer to the ear, onto the side. Okay, so we're pretty much on point with where to place it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my sunflower right here in the middle. I think more words are hard today. I think more people liked the sunflower than the daisy on the bow, so we're gonna go with that on the side with the sunflower. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna turn it around here where I can see it a little bit, and I'm gonna put the hot glue actually on the bow. Makes it easier for me to place. And I'm gonna still show the ear, so I'm kind of going to the side, but having the ear show. All right. So what do we think? That one I may need to put down a little bit so it won't be hanging out so much, flopping around. All right, so here we go. Can you post your site? The Crafty, or oh, Honey and Bear Creates, is that what you're asking for, Angelica? Sherry, can you go down and put it in the link at the bottom? Can you link my page? Okay, all right, so on the tag, I'm gonna cut this piece of jute down here. Do we want, I'm gonna darken it a little bit and put it over here on the ear. It's not Honey and Oats, silly girl. Honey and Bear Creates. Sherry's getting me back for calling her a Dracula. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm going to do just a little bit of the wax on the tag. I don't want it to be as, well, maybe I want it to be a little darker than the cow head. So there's a big difference between the two. Because I don't want it to blend in with the ear. I'm just kind of dabbing it on a little bit. You don't have any idea where Oates came from, me either. I thought, is she talking about Daryl Hall and John Oates there? Are we singing? Because I can't sing. All right, I still think that might be a little too much the same. So let me darken it up just a tad bit. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of my heat on it and dry it and see how it looks. I love this bow, man. Thank you for following at Honey and Bear Creates. There you go. Thank you guys. Honey and Oats Cheerios. There again, I've been called worse. Okay, so I think maybe I'll go over it with some of my dark sealing wax right on the edges. Or maybe I'll try this first. I have some of the Rusty Hinge, so maybe I'll just try to see if I can get it a little bit oranger on the edges. So here's what it's, oh, here's where we are right now with it. So let me get this on it and see what you guys think. If you can see the added orange, it'll blend in with the bow a little bit, I think. So I'll put some of that on it. This is just the Distress Oxide stamp pad from Tim Holtz. Not sure you can see it or not, but I can kind of see it. Now, what did you color that tag? Okay, really? Okay, so there's some of the orange. Can you see some of the orange in it? To make it a little bit different than the actual head of the cow. I'll hold it up for you in just a second. And I can still go over it with the dark wax. I think I need something, because it is a little bit like it, but up close it's not as much. You did post the correct page. Good, thank you. All right, so I'm going to just take a little bit of my dark sealing wax by Kills and just kind of go over it a little bit, darken it up, because I want there to be a pretty drastic difference between the tag and the head. But I want to see some of that rusty orange in it too. So just kind of going in certain places, skipping some here and there. See how that's making it a little bit different. I don't know if you guys can see it on the in the camera there. What do you guys think? Edges darker? Okay. We can do that. Can also leave it a little chunky and make it look like it's a little bit of dirt on the tag. Not blended in so much. You know, because a cow gets dirty, right? It's bending its head over and eating grass. I don't think... Flip the tag. Well, I liked the tag that way too, but somebody else had mentioned painting it or staining it a little bit. I've got another one. If we don't like this, I can do the creamy color tag, but there's this side like that. What if you paint the tag with the hazelnut? Darken the edges only. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got some babies that are barking now. And the light's doing its thing. I did too. I may grab one of the original tags because I think I'm liking it better. I've got an original one over here because I ordered those from Craft Deals also, and it came in a little pack. So let me grab another one. I think they're over here. Give me just a second. They've got kind of a little burnt edge looking on them already. So that's kind of where I was kind of liking that. Do you want me to darken any of the cow maybe? Let me put a little bit down here because I can wipe it off. What do you think of some of the dark wax around the edge of the cow? They're all watching their TV now. Oh shoot. Well, there, I dropped it. Again, messy crafter. Hold, please. And I'm back. Proceed. But I stuck that under my, or into my fingernail, so now I'm gonna look like I got muddy fingers. Okay, so I'm gonna go around the edges just a tad bit. Not gonna dirty her up too much. Just to give her a little bit of definition. So I'm not usually, well, I'm not gonna lie, I am. I'm always a hot mess when it comes to crafting, so I'm not gonna try to pretend that I'm not. So here's what it's looking like with a little bit of darkened sealing wax around the edges. I was gonna say I'm not usually such a hot mess, but that would be a lie, and I don't want to lie to y'all. Sherry would tell you otherwise anyway. She'd say, don't listen to her, she's lying. I love Sherry to pieces. I love all my crafty sisters. They mean a lot to me, and the crafting community is just amazing, so I'm really happy about that I'm part of that. All right, so here is the cow head now that we darkened her up a tad bit. You did put eyelashes on her? Okay, and so then this would be the tag. I guess it goes kind of towards the end of their ear, doesn't it? Does it go towards the end of the ear? I think it does. I don't have cows, but okay. So what did we decide as far as the cow? Are we going to name her, or are we just going to put Moo or something like that on the tag? She's purty. Yes, she is. She's a good girl. I liked Clarabelle. I thought that was really cute. I liked Sally Mae, Maybelle. I'm not real picky on her name. What do you guys think? The cow head came from Crafty Deals, Dealz. Just a number on the tag. Oh, that's good. Because that's what they actually put on their tags, right? Trying to make this into a little bow here, so give me just a minute. Jute's not working well with me today. That's what hot glue is for. Oops, maybe. Except for I stick it to my finger instead of where it goes. I've loved everything I ordered from them. I got a bear cut out, and then I got one of their bear kits, and it was only like $11 and something for the kit that had the little feet and the nose separate. And I just thought it was as cute as it could be, and I made it. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and glue my tag on here. I had gotten, originally I wanted to put something on it like hello, but it would have gone across the cow's face and I didn't have room for it. So I thought I'm not gonna worry about it. And I honestly don't think that the bow needs any Excelsior because it's got all of this other yumminess in it. So I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, okay, Teresa, we're done pretty much. I'm just gonna put a number, stamp a number on her tag, and we're done. 2023, I love that. Monogram or initial on the tag. Okay, I could put my initial with 2023 on it. Let's see. Don't know. Let me find my, I think I want to do the tag not in black. Well, I was thinking, do you think I should do the stamp in black suit or in the vintage photo? Thank you. Oh, I could use my house number. It's 100. But I could do it in black or I could do it in the vintage photo. Get out the hay. That's cute. So I think I'm gonna try it in vintage photo and see what it looks like, because I'm kind of staying in that brown mode. Let's see. Let me just see here for a minute. I can't read these stamps. I don't think it would be big enough. I think what I'll do is I will do 2023 first, because I kind of like that. That way it signifies when I made it. So I kind of like that. If I can find, there we go. Some of them I've never used before. Ooh, and I could use this to go at the top. Maybe. I don't know. You can't read. Glad my kids aren't in here. You know what, Sherry? I can read. I just couldn't read these stamps upside down. Okay, so I'm going to show you and see what you think about the color, with it being the vintage photo, or do you think we need to go with the black? Yeah, I like the wheat stamp too. Good night, Pat. Thank you. I kind of like the vintage photo. Okay. I see somebody else said they liked it too, so we're going to go with that. 20, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm almost done. I'm going to be scrolling through the comments in a minute to pick a winner for Monique. And there goes my light. What did I do with the wheat? There it is. Yay! Your brother has barn cats spoiled. He actually celebrated their birthday with a can of cat food. That's sweet. Yeah, this is a really cute hanger, and I don't have it with me right now, but I will post a picture when it's done. My husband has some rusted wire out in the shop, and so I want to use some rusty wire and maybe a couple beads on the edges, so I will get it to where it will hang. But that, I think that's an adorable door hanger. I'm going to hang it on my door for sure. I'm going to order another cow head. I've decided I'm going to do the Highland cow. You know, everybody's version is different, so Monique's was amazing though. I was so impressed with hers, and I just love Highland cows, but I was so impressed with that craft that night, so I want to do something similar. So I'm going to scroll through, and I'm going to pick a name so that Monique will have it. Thank you, ladies, for saying that you like it. I appreciate that. And I hope if you aren't following my page that you will. And I appreciate you spending your Friday evening with me. Let me scroll through here and pick a winner. I'm just not even going to look, and then I'm going to stop. Donna Norried. Are you here, Donna? I don't know if I'm saying your last name right, but it looks like it's Norried. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Donna Norrie. You love it and you like the bow, Sally? I think the bow is great. I'm loving the bow. So Donna, if you are here, you are the winner. I don't know if I saw you come on and tell me anything there. Okay. Yes, she's there. So Monique saw it. So congratulations, Donna. And again, I really appreciate you guys spending your Friday evening with me. And I hope that you will try to do one of these. If you do, make sure you post pictures so I can see. I love to see your guys' versions as well. Crafty Deals. I'll put it on my page whenever I post the picture. So those of you that want to find the cow head, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so I will let you guys go and let you finish your Friday night, and I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.